Let's do simple validation or simple form validation using JavaScript. Okay, so as you can see, so you have a simple form like this for email, for name, for message, or like a contact form. So if you click on it, if you don't fill any of the input and you click on submit, it gives you it tells you to enter email address and fill in the boxes actually. Okay, so let's get right into it, into VS Code. So we have the boilerplate as you can see. So on the boilerplate, we just put uh, uh, the various tags there. So simple form validation using JavaScript. So this is the structure. We have CSS, we have JavaScript, we have HTML. Okay, so that's what we have. Okay, so now let's link to the various files. First, let's link to the CSS file. Then, of course, we'll link to. I always like to have a the image as an icon, of the website, so to appear properly. To have some kind of ownership. All right, so though it doesn't really matter uh, in this video anyway, but okay, so now let's link to the JavaScript so you can see where they are. Okay, so now the next thing we want to do is to create the various HTML tags. So as you can see, so have the form, the field set, then the legend, then the various divs. Though this is not about creating the HTML part per se, it's just the validation, but of course we also need to make it appear properly. Okay, so that's what we have here. Okay, so then we have that. We have the one for email. That's the one for email input. Then the one for name input. Let me just copy and paste this, then edit it. So you have the name, then you have you have the email, then you have the name, then of course you have the message. Okay, so these are the inputs that we are going to be using. So have message, just edit that. Okay, so now that we have this, let's put a button on it. So this button will be what the user will click on. So give it a class of btn send, then give it send as what will appear on the screen. All right, so this is how it looks, very bare bone. All right, so let's head up to next is the CSS. Let's head up to the CSS. Okay, so then on the CSS we just put some very basic stuff right there. Okay, so then work on the feed set for it to appear at the window, then style it properly as you can see. Okay, so this is also see how it looks if you view it. Okay, so the next you want to do is to do more of the CSS to appear better. So let's work on the legend, then let's put that there. Then work on the various divs that hold the inputs. Okay, so have this. Just speed this up. Okay, I have all this. I've done a video of this, something similar to this before. So, like I said, this is not about doing the form per se, designing the form per se, but the validation. Okay, so you can just follow it carefully, type the code. Okay, so also need to make it responsive. So then this area will be called within the JavaScript moving forward. So let's just make it responsive. Okay, so it looks like this now. So it's more believable. It's more believable this way. Okay, so the next we want to do, let's head up to the JavaScript. Then do the button and the display. That is that display, and then this button. Okay, so we'll just declare the variables for them. Alright, the next thing we want to do is that when you click on that button, what do you want to happen? So we want to first work on the email to determine whether the person has entered the valid email or not. Okay, so you have the email, the name, and the message. So that's what we have there. Then the other ones, the mail ID, F name, and MSG, they are what we are going to use for something else. They also need to check their validity. Okay, so and also that if the at position, that's as pause, then or dot pause, that's position, and all that. So all this area is just to determine whether the user has entered something that they need to enter. So if the email is correct, the input is correct, so it will display success. It will change the line, the border of the input for the email. Then otherwise it will say it will make it red. Okay, so that's what you have there. Of course, you have to put the file to link to it. So as you can see, so if I don't type anything there, I click on that, it shows me to enter, asks me to enter a valid email. Okay, so that is for the email. So let's do for the name. So we have a name var. Then if it is empty, that if the name var is empty, so which means if the user does not enter anything, then we also need to trim it by using the trim function. So if the user decides to just press space and thinks that he has entered something, the system will also bounce the user back, or also let the user know that he has not entered something in the box. The same thing goes for the message, as you can see. You can also do other things like making to count the number of input that is required and so on, but that is outside of the scope of this video. But it's also very easy to do. All right, so that's basically what you have there. So see, then if everything is okay, if all the inputs are meant, if every input is properly entered, then it will say the form is fully validated. Okay, so as you can see here, so you can just go through the code carefully and see how it works. So if you check it now, enter a valid email address, then it tells you to enter your name. See that, you can see that green line surrounding it. Then for the name, see that it also has a green line. Then for the message, you can see that it looks, click on it, you can see fully validated. But if you delete it, see that it says enter. So if you put space, see that it's still telling you to enter because of that trim that we use, that trim function that we used the other time. Okay, so that's the way it is. So this is basically how it is done. Okay, remember that trim that with us. So if you remove the trim, it will not work again. It will access space. But if you add the trim function, it will not access space, accept space. Okay, so that's how it is done. I hope this one helps one or two persons out there. Subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. Then share the video. Thank you for watching. See you in another video.